Heinz is proud to partner The Urbanist on Monocle Radio. Heinz is a leading global real estate investment manager. Heinz owns and operates $93 billion of assets across property types and on behalf of a diverse group of institutional and private wealth clients. Heinz' ambition? Well, in the words of its chairman and CEO Jeffrey Heinz, to be the best real estate investor, manager and partner in the world. Find out how Heinz is making that dream a reality. Head to heinz.com now. Heinz, a leader in real estate investing and management since 1957. Kennedy Park, in the heart of Lima's Miraflores neighborhood, has connections to everything from indigenous and colonial agriculture to historical battles, to, as the name may suggest, former US President John F. Kennedy. Despite all of this, though, what the park might be best known for today is its large number of very well cared for resident cats. You're listening to Tall Stories on Monocle Production, brought to you by the team behind The Urbanist. I'm Andrew Tuck. In this episode, Elna Schutz takes us to the feline capital of Lima, Kennedy Park.
In the trendy district of Miraflores in Lima, Peru, you'll regularly see dogs, either as strays looking for a spare morsel or as pets, often in outfits. That's not that unusual for a big city, but what you're less likely to see elsewhere is cats. Lots of them. This is the central park of Miraflores, though it is technically two parks. Kennedy Park gives homage to US President John F. Kennedy for the work he did in helping North and South America work together in the 1960s. The smaller June 7th Park honors an important battle in the history of the country and National Flag Day. Altogether, the around 24,000 square meters of park are usually dubbed Kennedy, or just the Cat Park. This spot played an important role in several Peruvian wars and now is still surrounded by some key buildings, like the main seat of the municipal government. There's also a local church with beautiful stained glass windows. The park is laid out in a long, fairly straight line. Step away from the traffic, past a fountain, and under the archway that says life is better in Miraflores. At first you'll see the norms of an ordinary park: benches, trees, and flowers. But it is in fact home to dozens of cats. Some are shy, hiding in the trees or having a nap in the flower beds, while others happily play with visitors or find a warm lap to sit on. It's not clear how the area became a haven for cats, though the story goes that locals brought them into the park to help with a rat infestation. A local organization has taken care of them for the last 2 decades, so you'll spot little shelters and beds all around for them, and the feeding times are full of feline excitement. This alone makes the park a favorite spot for many, but it has a lot more to offer. There's an area for vendors to sell Peruvian handcrafts and another with artists showing off their paintings. These are often in the famously lively style of Afro-Peruvian painter Pancho Fierro. There's also local treats to be had from little carts throughout the park, including sweet potato donuts called picarones, or grab some chicha morada, a zesty fermented juice made from purple corn. The Chabuca Grande amphitheater is a meeting place of all kinds. The day I visit, a vigil for a beloved pop star is being held, with mostly young women bowing their heads in silence as candles flicker. On the weekends, the circle transforms into a local dancing spot, with people of all ages joining in to salsa or cha-cha as others watch. The amphitheater's name comes from a famous Peruvian Creole musician. In between people laughing and resting in the park, stand a number of monuments that speak to the history not only of the area but the country. One statue is of Oscar Benavides, the president of Peru in 1914 and again 1933. Another is of a priest. When I visit, there is an exhibition of Peruvians with extraordinary stories. The statue of a large blue and gold bull, adorned with decorative paint and sticking out a red tongue, is the same you'll find in miniature in curio shops and on top of roofs, particularly in the south of Peru. When bulls were introduced to the area by the Spanish, the locals were amazed by the animals. It's seen as a sign of protection and strength to this day. Kennedy Park seems to have a joyous surprise hidden in every corner, or at very least, you'll find a cat.
Tall Stories is a Monocle production from the team behind The Urbanist. This episode was written by Elna Schutz and produced and edited by David Stevens. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to receive new episodes every week. I'm Andrew Tuck. Goodbye, and thank you for listening, City Lovers.